friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about the newest thing coming out from Del Rey Books. Now, this was actually introduced a couple of weeks ago, or actually a week ago, but I don't think it's getting enough coverage as people should be giving, because this is huge news, and coupled with a lot of the rumors that are going on, has a greater importance to the galaxy at large. Now, Del Rey Books is reintroducing some of the old Legends canon in a collection called the Essential Legends Collection. Now, this is absolutely enormous, ladies and gentlemen, because first and foremost, look at the books that they're running in this first initial run, okay? So you've got Darth Bane, the trilogy, starting with the Path of Destruction, the Rule of Two, right? Then you've got Star Wars, the Thrawn Trilogy, focusing on Heir to the Empire, and Dark Force Rising. Then you've got the X-Wing Squadron, Plageuis, which I just finished listening to. Absolutely awesome. But I'm very excited to be getting this I'm just very excited because the novel and what I listened to the abridged version, which takes some stuff out, and I think is going to, while it's done well, I think the books are going to be a lot better. Then you've got Shatterpoint, all amazing books, but all very much connected to what we're seeing with the Filoni verse, what we're seeing with Dave Filoni and his works, right? Darth Bane, the trilogy, it introduces the Rule of Two. It introduces a lot of dark side adepts, and it's awesome, right? We know that Darth Bane is canon. We know the Rule of Two is canon. The Path of Destruction and the Rule of Two, the books, are not official canon. Same thing with the Thrawn Trilogy, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising. Now, what's absolutely fascinating about that is coupled with the new Thrawn books that are being produced. Thrawn Ascendancy, what's the Greater Good?
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
That comes out in like 10 days. Very freaking excited. Del Rey, if you're watching this, I would love an advanced copy. If you're not, I'm going to be buying the book on the 27th and downloading the audiobook on the 27th. As a collector, I absolutely love having these copies. And, as someone who's worried about the forthcoming apocalypse, it's always good to have a paper copy just in case all electronics go to crap. But the audio versions of Thrawn are just spectacular, guys. But keeping in mind that we're going to see Thrawn in the Filoniverse, introducing some of the material from that is huge. Now, I've never been someone who's really liked the ships. That's never been something that's really attracted to me. I've loved the Jedi. I love the Rebellion. I loved the tortured, anxiety-ridden hero. Love that. But I'm very excited to see X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Why? Because we are getting an X-Wing television show. Like, all of this is connected. Darth Plagueis, we don't know his storyline. I mean, we do in Legends material. But then we've got Shatterpoint, Mace Windu. So many of the rumors are talking about how the Bad Batch may introduce the idea that Grogu is saved by who? Mace freaking Windu. Now, that's a huge rumor. Let's face it, it's most likely going to be Jocasta Nu. You don't piss off a librarian, because you just don't, ever. Nor do you mess with her books, or his books. We don't know, right? You just don't do it. Especially old librarians who, have a specific filing system. You better know that the moment those inquisitors stepped into that library, their butt was grass. Because, you don't mess with them. But there's so many key elements to these points. Now, Shatterpoint is a phenomenal book. If you've never read Shatterpoint, it is absolutely brilliant. Loved it to no end. But what's fascinating about these books is you have essentially what they're in now, which is mass market media, which is, it's like a smaller book. It's something you'd pick up at a at an airport or just kind of at a trade show, something just in passing. These are going to be a little bit bigger with a little more detail to them, and I am so freaking stoked. Now, I will say part of the reason why I think that they're doing this is the High Republic is not being as well received as I think they would have liked it to be. Now, I'm not going to bash the High Republic. I'm not. I've read the 3 books that have come out. They weren't terrible. Were there problems? Yeah. There were things that I think were definitely issues that the writers had. The whole rock thing being blown way out of proportion. I do like a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, but it's just not being well received. And I think first and foremost, they picked a difficult time to do it. 100 years, right before the fall of the Republic. Essentially, it's a time in when the Jedi are at their most hubristic. I don't know if that's a word, but they're at the time when they don't think they can do anything wrong, right? And portraying them in that light to people who love the Jedi, to people who love that time period, I think is a very dangerous thing. And changing the way that that's being done, I think, again, it's a very dangerous thing. Again, I read the books. I thought they were fine. They're not my favorite, but they were entertaining. And I think for the most part, they kept in line with Star Wars. There were some things, yes, that were felt out of place. But for the most part, they were okay. Not great, not phenomenal. They were okay. I liked them. I enjoyed them. I may not read them again, right? I might go back and read them at a higher, listen to them at a higher speed, or kind of just put them on in the background if I'm really bored. But there's so many other great Star Wars books that, that I think are worth more of my time, and I think are things that I'm more excited for. Will the High Republic play better? I don't know. But here's the thing, though, guys, and this is really important. While, yes, periodically, a company like Del Rey, in conjunction with the owners, Lucasfilm, Disney, are going to produce this stuff, I think choosing these books at this time are key. I think they're very important. I think doing this at this time is also going to get them a heck of a lot more money. And that's something that Disney cares more about than really anything. And that's not bashing them. They're a company. They're out to make money for them and for their shareholders. That's their job, right? And their medium for that is making a good product. And what they've seen here is they're taking the good products that exist and they're reintroducing them. They're reintroducing them to, 1, fans that are already fans. 2, those fans who don't know this stuff yet. Now, one of the things that I absolutely love about the idea of Legends and Canon, I hated it at the time, but I've come to really appreciate the idea now. By introducing something called Legends, and then you have Canon. Canon is what actually happened. Canon is the stuff that is this is real. Legends are things that we tell ourselves. They're colloquial traditions that we say hey, this is what happened. And the person who was an eyewitness tells someone who then maybe tells the story a little better, but maybe a little less accurate, and so on and so on and so on. Now, if some of these old books are legends, we're going to see some of the material cross back over into canon. We have seen that with Outbound Flight. We've seen that with Heir to the Empire, with Thrawn in the original new canon Thrawn Trilogy, and partially with some of the stuff that we saw in Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising. There are elements of those original stories being reintroduced. Now, again, Legends being introduced as canon makes a lot of sense, and I'm hoping that that's where they're going from this. But by reintroducing all of this, I think that Disney is on, and I think Star Wars is on the cusp of a new dawn, an amazing time for Star Wars fans. I think I personally am very excited for the future of Star Wars. I'm very much looking forward to collecting these books I'm looking forward to Thrawn Ascendancy, The Greater Good.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
Because it looks amazing. It looks so good. And 6 months later, the lesser evil. I mean, there's so much potential, guys, in the coming months of Star Wars. Not to include the Bad Batch, not to miss out on any Visions. There's so much greatness just around the corner. But what do you guys think? Are you the avid reader of the Star Wars collections? And I'm building out my library even further. What do you guys think? Let me know in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Also in the section below, you'll find 4 links. One, and most importantly, Audible. 1 month for free, 2 free audiobooks. If you are looking for an audiobook, guys, Star Wars does an amazing job at creating these awesome audiobooks. I know a lot of people are giving a lot of flack out there for the Dr. Aphra stuff, but the audiobook is well done. The audio drama is phenomenal. But even a better audio drama that is out there is the Dooku Jedi Lost. 100% worth a listen. And if it's free, I mean, you can't even go wrong with that. Sign up for 1 month, 2 free books of your choice. Quit within a month. You don't pay a dime, but you help me out, which is also great. Super appreciated. But that being said, in the link below, you've got links to some of my Funko Pops. They're not mine, but like if you're interested. Funko Pops. I'm a huge collector. I love Funko. But additionally, I've got the Going Nerdy Discord channel and the Going Nerdy Swag Store, where you can get awesome swag like this. And when you help out the channel, not only do you look sharp, do you look dashing, but you help this bald man out for grease for his beard and head, make his head a little more shiny. Like, subscribe, share. Let me know, most importantly, let me know what you guys think about the upcoming Star Wars novelizations, the upcoming Star Wars content, the legends being reintroduced. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Go ahead and play with that little the little knob jewel thing on the bell icon and smash it to be notified anytime I post a video or go live. Most of the time I'm going live and playing a Star Wars game and talking canon. But this has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.